Hello, welcome back to this introductory series into the concept and practice of self-awareness. Today I'm going to be walking you through a basic interoceptive body scan, a basic exploration of physical sensation throughout the body. This sensation tells us the condition of our body, the state of our well-being, and it is always available to us and pervasive throughout the body. So as we develop this sense, we may check in and experience our body in total, our body as complete, our body as whole. So for this practice, let me invite you to take a time when you can be relatively free of distraction, when you can have some quiet time to yourself. And let me ask you to start by just finding a comfortable seat. I will be going into more detail in the future. In future videos about how to sit, ways to sit, how to sit well. But for this introduction, however is comfortable for you right now is fine. This video should probably be about 15 minutes, so find a position where you can sit comfortably for about 15 minutes. To begin with, you can close your eyes and focus on your breath. So, however your breath is right now, take it in. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your belly? Do you feel it in your nose, in your throat? And however it is fine. We are not trying to manipulate it right now. Sometimes when we focus on our breath, we end up playing a controlling role. And for the purposes of this practice today, we want to allow our breath to be as natural as possible. So once you've taken a few breaths, I'm going to have you bring your awareness to your seat, to the point where your sit bones meet the earth. It is from this point that we may feel more grounded, more supported. It is from this point that we rise up. So take note of the pressure you feel on your sit bones. You may notice you feel more pressure, more weight going through one side than the other. This is fine. Again, we are not trying to change anything today. We are not trying to manipulate anything. We're just trying to be aware. So as you take in this sensation, this pressure at your base, go ahead and rise up a little bit. So take this awareness into your lower abdomen, into your groin, into your low back, your sacrum, your coccyx, and begin looking for sensation. Sensation may be hot, cold, it may be pain, it may be pleasure, it may be tightness, it may be ease. You may feel tingling sensation, itches, tickles. And it may have different qualities. So it may be dull, it may be sharp, it may be expansive, it may be contractive. And try to take it all in, whatever it is. As we begin this practice, often our sense of self, our ability to sense ourself, is not what it could be. It is not fully realized. And so, if you're having trouble finding sensation, maybe begin with your outside sense of touch. So maybe you can feel your clothing against your skin. And from there, then maybe you can bring your awareness inward, penetrating the skin. From the low belly, we will rise up into the upper belly, into the low back, the sides, the front, the back. There's always 360. Our bodies are in 3 dimensions. And so there's the outside, and then there's also the inside. So you can imagine trying to find sensation throughout your abdominal cavity. As we're working, you may become aware of some pain in your body, some discomfort. If this pain is in the part of the body where we're looking, so if this pain, this discomfort is in your low back, in your belly, take note of it, explore it, see if you can find different qualities to it. Maybe you can draw a perimeter around it and see where the pain is greatest. Maybe it changes qualities as you move out around it. Maybe some spots are sharper, maybe some are duller. If this pain is in another part of your body than where we're working, I want you to try and ignore it. Part of what we're doing here is developing our ability to focus. So from the upper belly, we'll move into the chest, into the rib cage, into the mid-back, the upper back, the sides of the rib cage. Here you may be aware of your heart beating. The movement of your breath may become more apparent. And we're looking for sensation, whatever that sensation may be. You likely notice louder sensations first, bigger sensations, sensations that are demanding your attention. Take note of these sensations, pay attention to these sensations, explore these sensations. But do not stay focused on these sensations. See if you can find subtler sensations to pay attention to once you've observed those bigger, greater sensations. From the chest and the rib cage and the back, we will move into the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck. Another thing you may be aware of as we're working is the desire to move, or you may experience an itch that wants to be itched. See if you can just observe it and refrain from reacting. Another thing we are developing here is our ability to control our actions. Our ability to not be ruled by reacting to what we experience. From the neck, we will move up into the head, the back of the head, the top of the head, the front of the head, the face, eyes, nose, ears, mouth. And here you may be more aware of sensation. You may have a lot more sensation here than you noticed in the trunk or in the neck. Typically our faces, our mouths in particular, have a great ability to sense. Our mouths are usually second only to our hands in their ability to sense and the amount of nerve activation that we experience. So from the head and the face, we will move to the arms. We will start with one arm. We will start with one shoulder where we left off at the chest. We will move down that shoulder to the arm, to the elbow, to the forearm and the hand. And at the hand, maybe explore the sensation of your hand resting on your leg if it's resting there. Maybe you can differentiate and try and isolate the sensation that you are experiencing in your hand versus the sensation of your hand resting on your leg, the pressure you feel in your leg of your hand. From this arm, we will move to the other arm. And again, if you don't find sensation readily, maybe start at the outside. Maybe you can feel your clothing against your skin, or a breeze, the air against your skin. When we've come to the end of that hand, that second hand, we will start at the legs, where we began, where we left off at our seat. So we will start at our hip, at our glute, at our inner thigh, going down the legs, the legs often don't have as much awareness as the rest of the body. It's a little bit farther from our brain. We don't typically experience them a lot, aside from our movement. So in the sitting, they may feel foreign or disconnected from us. Once you've reached the bottom of the foot on that first leg, we will begin on the second leg, starting at the hip, moving down the leg, to the knee, to the calf and the shin, to the foot. And at the bottom of this second foot, go ahead and ask yourself if there are any parts of the body that you may have skipped over, that you may have missed. If you've missed anything, bring your awareness there and try and find some sensation. And with that, we've completed a full body interoceptive scan. This is the basic practice that teaches us self-awareness of the body. It is the foundation for practicing further exploration of the body. So we will take this practice into additional postures, into movements. You can take this practice of interoceptive experience to your movement practices, to your therapeutic practices, somatic experiencing practices. This is the act of somatic experiencing. You can do this when you are feeling anxious. If you're feeling stuck in your head, this can help you get out of your head. You can do this when you are feeling great, overwhelming emotion. It can help you observe that emotion and not be overwhelmed by it. You can do this when you're laying in bed at night, unable to sleep. It will help you to relax. It is a very restorative act. It keeps you in your body and keeps your energy in your body. So I hope you feel a bit more at ease, maybe, a bit more in your body than before we started. I hope you found this practice useful. This series that I am developing here, I hope to continue. I hope to create some more videos for you in the future. I'm not sure exactly where my next focus will be, what my next topics will be. It will probably be another duo of videos, one focusing a bit more on theory, another a bit more on practice, and we'll get into specific parts of the body. So if we are experiencing pain, discomfort, a feeling of disconnection in any parts of our body, we will bring our focus to those parts of the body through specific postures, through movements that can help us experience and know what's going on. So I will hope to see you again soon, and take care.